we are going to use the BA2 Plus calculator to calculate the future value of mixed cash flows. So, here we've got a series of cash flows, 400, 500, 600 and 800, and we want to know what happened when this mixed cash flows grows all the way up to the end of year 3. Now, we could, if we wanted, to take the future value of 400 and add it to the future value of 500, 600 and 800. The 400 would be compounded over 1, 2, 3 periods, the 500 would be compounded over 1, 2 periods, and the 600 would be compounded over 1 period. But let's do it all in 2 steps. The first step, because we don't really have a net future value button, is to calculate the net present value of all these cash flows. So, we're going to drag all of these cash flows back to time 0 using present values, and then we are going to take whatever that summary number is and we are to move it all the way up to year 3 using a future value. So, let me show you how to do this. On the calculator, hit the cash flow button, and just to make sure that you don't have any numbers left over in there from some other calculations you've done after you've hit the cash flow button, do second, then press clear work button to make sure everything is clear out. So, let's go ahead and enter some numbers. Cash flow 0 is the 400, so enter 400, and we notice it is asking us to press enter and down arrow. Cash flow year 1 is 500 and it is asking us to press enter, so let's press enter, and once we hit enter, this little triangle shows up that says it's been entered. Frequency 1, which means there's only one of them, is equal to 1. Cash flow year 2 is 600, the frequency of cash flow 2 is also 1 because there is only one of those. I hit the down arrow. Cash flow 3 is $800, enter that, then down arrow, frequency is 1. Now let's page through and make sure that we have the right answers, or at least the right inputs. We have 400 for cash flow 0, cash flow 1 is 500, cash flow 2 is 600, that's correct. Frequency is 1, cash flow 3 is 800, frequency is 1. So, what we want to do is to calculate the net present value of all these cash flows, and so to do that we press the NPV button, and it is asking for an interest rate, so we have to put in 9, 9 being the interest rate. We then press enter button, and the down arrow, and it is saying NPV is 0, that is not the answer. So, let's press the compute button. The NPV of all these cash flows is 1,981.47. In other words, the present value of the 800, the 600, the 500, and the 400 discounted back 3, 2 and 1 period and 0 is 1,981.47. What that means is that 1,981.47 is financially equivalent to all 4 of these cash flows altogether. So, we collapsed all 4 of these cash flows down to an amount that's 1,981.47 right now. Now if you want to know how much this series of cash flows is worth at the end of year 3, then that's the same thing as asking what's 1,981.47 received now worth at the end of year 3. So, we are going to use the future value function in order to do that. We need to hit the clear button, once, not twice, only once. We then press the present value, PV, button, and now we want to find out how much that's worth 3 years from now. Enter 3 in N, interest rate is 9%, PV we have already inputted, don't do it again. Periodic payment, we don't have a periodic payment for an annuity. Now we hit the FV button, which works out to be 2,566.06. So, there's our future value. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thank you for watching.